The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pop. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Liberty Flames offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Basco. He's going to throw deep right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Dickens. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Scanning the field, it's Basco. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Henderson. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here comes the option. Makes a man miss. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Flames will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Birch. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Quick completion on the out. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won. Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Flames will punt this one away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Baker. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gandy. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's caught. It's Jackson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
The Flames will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air, it's Vasco. Fires to the middle. That's caught, it's Person. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Mobley. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty!
I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up, and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
With a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Flames will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. And the returner will be brought down. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. On the ground, it's Dickens. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Dickens. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Back to throw. It's Vasco. Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Flames getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. It's good! A powerful kick, never a doubt for the game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.